Broncos country, you've probably already seen this, came out about an hour ago, but Pat Surtain going on IR with a pectoral strain, and there seems to be some debate on how long he's expected to be out, which I find that to be interesting. So we're going to break it all down. Hey, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. This is tough as we do have the Chiefs here in a few games as well. But let's go ahead and dive into the news, guys. Not the greatest of news. Oh, dude, I don't even have my Twitter up. Give me 1 second. Enjoy that Pat Surtain stat page. But he's been fantastic for us, as always. And I do want to credit the defense, man, for stepping up with him out of the lineup for like half the game yesterday against the Cowboys. But here we go. We're gonna dive in right here. So Ian Rappaport came out and said, the Broncos, Pat Surtain, reigning defensive player of the year, just suffered a pec strain in the win over the Cowboys and will be week to week, and he could land on injured reserve. But hey, at least he's not out for the year, right? And like I say that chuckling, but I am serious. Like, I'm very glad we're going to get him back. Now, Jordan Schultz came out with a tweet saying that they're expecting him to be out like 4 to 6 weeks. DMVR reporting what Jordan Schultz said, 4 to 6 weeks. So you're getting kind of week to week. You're getting 4 to 6. Is it 3 to 5? I'm not really sure. But when you take a look at the Broncos schedule here, they got, I believe, the Texans this week, then the Raiders, and then the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think we're going to be without Pat Surtain probably for those 3 weeks. And then we hit the bye week, and maybe we could see him return after the bye week. But yeah, not ideal at all. I think one thing that is good, though, is that corner is one of our deepest positions. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the guys who are going to be filling in for Pat Surtain while he's out for a little bit, okay? First off, Riley Moss. He's going to be our corner one, man, and he has big shoes to fill, obviously. Has a ton of penalties called on him. I feel like he's getting reputation penalties called on him now at this point, man. Like 4 out of those 8 flags, I don't even agree with. I'm going to be honest. But Riley Moss, still looking for that first interception. He does have 3 or 6 pass breakups, but he has given up 3 TDs on the year. And again, if he's going to be our number 1 corner against Kansas City, man, we're a bit lucky we got Houston and the Raiders these next couple matchups, because they're not exactly the most high-flying offenses right now. But we also got Jaquan McMillan, who I think we could see play outside as well a little bit. I think he's been a fantastic slot corner for us. 5'9", 183 pounds, plays bigger than his size, I would say. Right now, he's given up an NFL passer rating when targeted of 101.2, has given up a touchdown, has no picks. He's due for some picks because he did have a handful last year, and 2 pass breakups on the year. Yeah, I like Jaquan McMillan. He is solid. Now, Chris Abrams-Drain. He came in and filled in at outside corner for Pat Surtain on Sunday, and I thought he did a pretty decent job. Now, PFF did credit him with giving up all 5 of his targets for 61 yards, but hey, in spot duty, when you're not expected to start the game, whatever, I'll let it pass, especially when it was up against George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, man. Like, you didn't get a touchdown scored on you. You didn't have any penalties against you. So I will gladly take that from Chris Abrams-Drain. But he's somebody last year that had some good statistics. He did have, let's see, he gave up 5 receptions on 15 targets last year, only 1 penalty, had an interception and 2 pass breakups. And I believe that interception might have come against Justin Herbert, if I remember correctly. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, definitely more of this outside corner, 5'11". He's got great ball skills, good instincts, and we've been saying, hey, let's see what Chris Abrams-Drain can do. And now he's going to have his opportunities. So that is like a silver lining. Of course, you never want to lose Pat Surtain, but we're going to be able to see just how good some of these other guys are. We're going to see it. And then, of course, we got Jahdae Barron, who absolutely locked down Jake Ferguson this past week. I think he had the highest PFF grade on the team on defense at 90.5 or 90.2. He had a 90.5 coverage grade. And yeah, he gave up no catches on one target because he was an absolute blanket on Jake Ferguson and whoever he was guarding. He was fantastic. He was fantastic this game. And yeah, you see, we've played him kind of at like a safety nickel hybrid role position. I don't know if we necessarily see him play much on the outside. I think he can do it. But as you can see right now, 80 snaps in the slot, 211 on the outside. And he's also got 34 more snaps at kind of like box linebacker. So I love what we're seeing from Jahdae Barron after this game. Hopefully we get more and more of a heavy dose of Jahdae Barron. I want to see him playing more than 11, 17, 15, 20 snaps. I want to see him out there more. And I think now we probably will. Now, a guy that I'm thinking we only got 4 corners right now. So my friend Andy brought this up. One of the reasons we might see Surtain go on IR is because we want to have 5 corners. But we could just elevate Jaden Robinson from the practice squad, and that way we wouldn't have to put Pat Surtain on IR. We could wait on it for a little bit. Jaden Robinson, let's see here. I thought he played for us in preseason. Didn't he play for us in preseason? Okay, yeah. 6-foot corner, 193 pounds in preseason, average a coverage grade of 74. He gave up 3 receptions in preseason on 6 targets for 20 yards and had a pass breakup. NFL passer rating when targeted, 57.6, and he played on the outside quite a bit. So he's a guy that I think if he's elevated from the practice squad to the game day roster, or if he is signed from the practice squad to the 53, Jaden Robinson is probably my guy over, who's the other guy we got? Is AJ Woods or Reese Taylor? Are those guys still on? But Reese Taylor, I think he's more of like a slot, right? Isn't Reese Taylor more of a slot? Let me see here. How do you spell Reese Taylor? .5'11", okay. And he did play for us for a little bit in 2024. So maybe Reese Taylor's that guy. But I just remember seeing Jaden Robinson, and I liked what I saw. So that's how I feel about things. But I'll get to a few of your comments, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in, man. This sucks to lose Pat Surtain. Absolutely sucks. And guys, Horsepower Hour tonight at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And hey, Commanders, come on now. 0-0 against the Chiefs. Let's finish some drives. Please. Please. We need the Commanders to show up. Respect my coach. It's over. It ain't good, man. Levi Wallace on the way. Man, if Levi Wallace signs to this roster, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Respect my codes. I'm taking off my jersey. I'm turning it in, man. Oh, man. Sethoid, what's going on? Vicini. Go, Bo, go. But Sethoid saying Abrams' drain is definitely good. The Queefs are a little concerning without PS2 on deck, but Riley has been great. We'll see how the protection holds up. The biggest thing against Riley Moss right now has just been these refs hate him, man. I think we need to sign like a petition, right, on that one petition site that we need Riley Moss refereed fairly, just like all these other cornerbacks, man. They got some prejudice against the young man. That's how I feel about it. But this is exactly why we drafted Jahdae Barron. Corner is one of our deepest positions. Not many NFL teams can say that. And we're going to put our depth to test, put our money where the mouth is. Let's see how it goes, man. Sethoid bringing up another great comment. We got Dre Greenlaw back against Houston. And he'll have, hopefully, both Greenlaw and Jahdae Barron to deal with. Travis Kelce, that is, when he's on the field. I'm pumped about that. But yeah, we got to take care of business against the Texans at home. The Texans aren't a great team this year, but They play much tougher at home. And so we're going to be traveling to Houston. It is imperative that we go out and get this victory, y'all. No doubt about it. Okay, respect my coast. Wonderful point. We're going to have to rely a lot on 2 high safeties and continue to win with 4 and 5 rushers. Yes, you are right. I think you're going to see quite a bit cover 2. No doubt about it. We might be able to run some fun little Tampa 2 as well with Dre Greenlaw here now. That could be kind of interesting. You get a little creative with Dre Greenlaw out there running some Tampa 2. So, yes, I agree with you. Let's not put these young corners completely on an island, right? Let's give them some help. And this matchup against the Texans is going to be a lot of fun because they have a very interesting like young wide receiver core as well. Jalen Knoll, of course, Jaden Higgins. Both of them are coming around their rookie year. Of course, they still have. Um, why am I blanking on their star receiver's name from Michigan? You guys know who he is. Seth Lloyd. I trust that if we give VJ a week in the lab with this kind of talent we have in our position and our ridiculous safety talent, we'll definitely find a way to limit the damage missing PS2 will cause. Yes. And our pass rush is really going to have to get after it, just like Respect My Coach said. And good news, Texans offensive line is not very good. We should be able to get pressure with 4, but I hope that we put the pressure on Stroud and really force him to make quick decisions and let's blitz him. We've been very good getting to the quarterback. And I like defenses like the Vance Joseph style, like the Wade Phillips style. That's just, we're going to be ultra aggressive. Sometimes that's going to burn us. But at the end of the day, usually how it works out is you're not scoring nearly as much as you score against other defenses, against ours, man. It'll be funny if Riley transforms into a lockdown side of the field. Teams don't want to throw at him. They just want to hit PS2 less. This is a very good point, Seth Lloyd. Maybe, I mean, if I'm one of these offensive coordinators, let's say I'm calling plays for the Texans, why would I want to target Riley Moss? I guess to get pass interference penalties, but let's just put that aside. Why target Riley Moss when you can target a young quarter in Chris Abrams-Drain? That's kind of unproven right now. Food for thought, most definitely. So, yeah, guys, we'll see what happens here. Obviously, this is not ideal, and my gut tells me that we're not going to see him till after the bye week. So that means the Texans, Raiders, and the Chiefs, they're getting hot right now. Oh man, and they got all their DUI wide receivers back, so they're ready to roll. They are looking ferocious right now, but we'll see. The Commanders are going for it right now on 4th and 6, and I'll give you guys this play-by-play on their own 40, and they snap the ball with Marcus Mariota, and he goes back to pass, and he throws it to freaking Zach Ertz for the first down. Let's go. So, guys, I'm gonna get to hopefully enjoying this Monday Night Football game and not rage quit watching it. And I'll be back here in an hour and 20 minutes for the Horsepower Hour. So thank you guys so much. Smash that like, hype the video. We'll see you soon. Go Broncos.